right, guys, what is going on? So I wanted to do a new kind of thing. If you've been on our Bro Opinions page with Nikki P and with John the Stone, you see us do a bunch of different stuff, like ranking of fast food and what else did we do? We did video games,
candy,
yeah, all kind of things. So they are not as equipped in WWE. So we've talked about that. We threw that in some production meetings, and they were like, I don't really know. So I have reached out to JRitt, who's been on before.
Hello.
Welcome. And Louisiana Nick, what I'll say, to differentiate. Welcome. They are in on the WWE, and they pretty much have a pulse on it like I do. So we thought it'd be pretty fun to open up and do a 16-team bracket and see which entrance music is the best. And so I've got 5 from Nola Nick, I've got 5 from JRitt, and I did 6 in the bracket, and then we'll figure out, based on 2-1 or a unanimous vote, who has the better theme song, and then we will go. Now these were randomized, and just to give you a pick, the ones we have will either be by Superstar or by the name of the song. And so it will be Stone Cold versus The Undertaker.
Ooh.
It'll be DX versus Judas with
Chris Jericho.
It'll be Cult of Personality, which was CM Punk versus Finn Balor. It'll be Edge versus Sting in music. Kingdom by Cody Rhodes, and Voices for Randy Orton, which I think that's a big one.
That's a big one right there.
That's huge. Shawn Michaels versus John Cena, who incidentally both recorded their own theme music. Kane versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and then The Rock versus Ric Flair. So if everybody's ready, we'll just start at the top, lay out solid arguments for who you think. We'll do an initial poll, and if it's unanimous, we'll move on and do the best. So, is everybody ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
All right, so the first one is going to be Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. So let's do an initial vote.
Okay. I'm probably a little biased, but my wife and I we just recently got married, and there was serious consideration into using the breaking glass as our entrance into the reception. So I got to place my vote for Stone Cold. The Undertaker and that gong is pretty freaking iconic, but I'm going with Stone Cold.
What you think?
Ooh. All right. So this is a little tough. I feel like we started out with 2 number ones, like straight out the gate. Like we're not around, guys. I love both of these themes, right? And it's hard to pick one, but of course I have to. Both of these themes kind of symbolize different things, right? You have a Stone Cold Steve Austin theme when the glass breaks and everything. Like he's like that wild card. Like you never particularly expect it, and then it happens, and you're like, holy shit! Like everyone goes crazy. He's that wild card badass that comes out, and like when his theme plays, like some shit's about to go down. But Undertaker's theme is kind of like a final boss. If you ever played a video game and like you hear that theme and you're like, oh shit, this is it. This is the final boss. Like this is it. This is the final ending of the game. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Undertaker in this specific situation. If Steve Austin was pitted up against anybody else, I think I'd go a different way. But Undertaker for sure. It got to be in this one. I mean, the streak, the mythos, the lore, everything about him. Undertaker's that guy. So.
Oh man! So first one, I got to be the deciding vote. I am leaning towards, if it was the entrance as a whole, I would say Taker. But if we're just looking at music, I think the initial pop for Stone Cold is immediate. Where Taker, the lights go out, you don't really know, the lightning, all that kind of stuff plays into what makes his entrance music so good. To where Stone Cold's, you don't need anything, it's just that cracks, he walks out, and the place goes bananas. So on that one, I'm going to take Stone Cold.
Upset round one.
But we are. This is 2 number ones. Solid.
Yeah, the fact that those two were paired up is just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, literally, those two being paired up is like having the national championship in the playoff round. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But hey.
So number 2 is going to be DX versus Judas.
Judas is Chris Jericho's AEW theme, so all right. So I'm gonna be the minority. It is what it is. Like, I can't help it. But there was nothing more awesome in recent wrestling history than during the feud with MJF. He wasn't allowed to use his theme music. In one specific match, he wasn't allowed to come to the ring. And next thing you know, the entire crowd at the arena is singing his theme song as he enters, word for word. Like, that right there, that's just, I get chills just thinking about it. I love the Generation X, but that right there, that will be a memory that I will forever associate with Chris Jericho and Judas. So I'm going to be the minority, say Chris Jericho's theme.
I'm going to go DX, so I don't have to be the tiebreaker here. I think that one, the Are You Ready, was just, that, again, got people pumped. And I've listened to that on Spotify, and I haven't listened to Judas. So, we're going music. I've listened to the DX theme like a weirdo, but haven't listened to Judas. So, who wins?
Ooh. So, I guess I'll do the tiebreaker this time. That's interesting that you said that, because I've listened to the Fozzy album front and back numerous times. Fozzy's fantastic. Jericho's fantastic. I love the song Judas. There's a bunch of awesome songs on that album. Really, when we get off of this, you should stop what you're doing after Raw and listen to Jericho's album, Fozzy's album, because it's genuinely really good. But
a little bit of a sidebar. Interestingly enough, I actually got to go backstage at a Judas concert, met them, and got a drum head signed by the whole band.
That's super sick.
So that's put up on the wall. That's a pretty dope little thing. So anyway, but I guess Judas is gonna win this one.
No, actually, I know that I'm throwing you a curveball, because as much as I love that album, Judas is not my favorite Chris Jericho theme.
You break down the walls, don't you?
When I associate Chris Jericho, I associate Break the Walls. That Y2J entrance, when quote unquote nobody knowing who was coming, and The Rock just doing his promo, and Chris Jericho coming out there with that music, and the crowd going absolutely insane,
and his little top ponytail,
and him in a top ponytail that looked sick, by the way, and he sitting there talking all that, going off, saying things he's not even supposed to be saying. It was awesome. I'll never forget that. And I think that I'm a little biased for Break the Walls against Judas. The DX theme, though, I mean, once again, kind of like in that same semblance of like Stone Cold. Like, when you hear it, like, you know it's going to go down. You know, like, these badasses are here to like do something, and they're not around. When you hear that theme, you know something awesome is about to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with DX on this one.
All right. So Stone Cold and DX are the first 2 winners. This is going to be Cult of Personality for CM Punk versus Finn Balor. I feel like this one's pretty easy to me. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm going to take Cult of Personality all day. I thought that was awesome. That was also the entrance when he did that shoot promo and quit, and that was what he come out to. I loved that whole year of him just destroying people. And when you go back and listen to some of the backstory of CM Punk, he was really a fan and says, my biggest adversary was John Cena, but Cena always put me over, or he did things to help me. And looking at the backstage of that was great. So, but yeah, I've listened to Cult of Personality a lot. Another one that you can play on Guitar Hero, which we did a lot back in the day.
Very true. Very true. CM Punk has always been really good at picking theme songs. Once again, I love this Fire Burn, Killswitch Engage. When he would come out to that, Straight Edge Superstar. But
loved that.
Yeah, that was super sick when he would do that. Oh God, I can't remember. It's been a little while ago, but who was it that he was feuding with that literally like poured the alcohol in his face or whatever for WWE? That was such a crazy feud when that was going on. Like they were like trying to like
Jericho. Actually,
I think it was Jericho. That's what I'm saying. I think it was Jericho. Like Jericho was trying to get him to like break being straight edge and stuff like that. Dude, that was crazy when that happened. But I'll say for Finn Balor's theme, that's another one of those just sick ass like kind of like final boss themes. Like you ever like watch like Finn Balor, even though he's not the most over person right now in WWE, he's just got one of those things that like when he walks out, everyone in the theater knows what the is up, or the wherever you want to call it, the stadium knows what is up, and like they're singing it, like they do the lights, they do what he does, like they know. It's pretty awesome. But no, I will definitely have to go with cult of personality with this one too, because I mean CM Punk is just a legend, and when you hear that, no matter where you're at, like whether it's WWE, AEW, friggin' MMA, like you know who's coming down the ramp. So.
Well, there's a good thing I don't have to be the minority on this one because you can't deny it. Cult of personality, CM Punk, it's amazing. He may be like one of the like most controversial superstars I think ever in wrestling, but when the dude was performing, he was legit. Like he was awesome. And plus, I loved when he first came in to freaking WWE. And I think what was the first time we won the ECW championship when it was the WWE ECW championship.
That giant silver one?
The giant, yeah.
Took up like half of a torso, yeah.
Yes, but that run and his rise was just so awesome. So there's a small little piece of me that's gonna it's Colt's personality.
No, I agree. CM Punk changed the game, dude. He changed the game. So
yeah, it was the same thing that
wow.
Who was it? Well, Taz would always say. No, it wasn't Taz. It was one of the Dudleys. Bubba Ray Dudley going, strike a chord, man. Strike a chord, sell a ticket. And CM Punk wasn't the biggest. He wasn't the strongest. But he sold tickets.
Oh, yeah.
People like went to go see Punk wrestle, which was dope. So, Cult's personality moves on. This is another huge one to me. Sting versus Edge.
This is easy for me. This isn't easy. As much as I love Sting and I grew up, like he was one of my wrestling heroes because my first, I guess, exposure to wrestling was WCW because we didn't have any kind of cable really for like the first 10 years of my life. And so all we got to do was wait for Thunder on like Thursday nights, I think on on TBS on 17. And Sting coming down from the rafters was just amazing.
Thank you, Ted Turner.
But there is not a single person that's a wrestling fan in the world that doesn't light up as soon as you hear, "You think you know me?" And then Metalingus hits.
Yeah,
it's Edge all day.
The pop that he got in 2020.
The Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Dude, and the whole that was nuts. So yeah, I'm gonna go Edge here too.
Nuclear. Obviously, this is a triple. This is Edge. One thing I do want to say about Edge though, I really liked his heel theme with Alter Bridge, the other side, and I absolutely cannot stand the fact that they cut that so short. Like Edge coming out to that theme was so sick. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love him coming out to like On This Day, I See Clearly and everything, Metalingus. But like, I don't know, like there was that edge, LOL, ha ha ha. That edge, that of him being this like heel that was just talking down to you, like basically like you're this like insignificant person that's underneath his shoe. Like we haven't really seen a heel be that like just rude in a while. You could say MJF, but like even then like he's just throwing out zingers that are like funny. Like he's rude, but he's an asshole. But like Edge just literally was being and I loved it.
I'm gonna have so many bleeps in this one. It's gonna be great.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. So Edge gets it because we are trying to keep this at a half hour. Clearly 3-0 Edge wins. So this one's Kingdom for Cody Rhodes and Voices for Randy Orton.
Somebody else got to go. I ain't picking this one yet.
Okay, I'll go. It's Kingdom.
I'll agree with that. Mainly because Randy Orton has like plenty of other themes that are also kind of synonymous with him. But Kingdom, man, the woes.
Yes.
Come on, dude.
Yes.
Like he's so over. He's so over. It's incredible.
I'll tell you. I watched when he was like Stardust and
Dashing
Cody Rhodes, all this stuff, and he was always ridiculous. And then he came back, and I heard that, and I was like, "This song is legit." And I went and put it on a Spotify playlist. Don't get me wrong, I love Orton's music, but he's had a couple. This one turned me into a Cody Rhodes fan.
Yeah,
Music had a lot to do with it.
And I watched him in AEW and whatnot, but seeing his return at WrestleMania was so breathtaking. It was so breathtaking. So,
yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, I love voices, and honestly, if we'd have done this poll like 5 years ago, before Kingdom became a thing, voices would be, I mean, it would be unchallenged. Voices is a great theme song. But, I mean, it obviously means a lot to him, too, because I was watching a different podcast the other day of some kind, and it had an interview on it with Cody Rhodes where it said, look, you're not getting me without Kingdom. That means so much to him that he wasn't going to sign with WWE if they wouldn't allow him to keep his theme. So, I mean, that's
awesome.
Yeah.
And here's what else. So like honorable mention, I guess we'll say, if I could like plug in one against Voices that's popular right now, but I feel like Voices would win, would be who just won the World Championship?
Oh, Seth Rollins?
Yeah, Seth Rollins. So I would pick Voices over Seth Rollins. I know that gets the audience super involved. I understand it, but I would not just listen to that. Like Voices I would listen to. So that shows you how strong Kingdom is I would pick a lot. I'll pick Voices over a lot. But Kingdom is, I mean, it is just sick.
Well, Voices is still on one of my playlists right now.
Yeah.
So,
Voices is good.
I do want to say for Seth Rollins, though, his theme, Burn It Down, right before all the woes, before he became Seth freaking Rollins, that's on my gym playlist, easily.
Oh. Yeah, that can get you amped real quick.
Yeah.
So Cody Rhodes moves on. Big Shawn Michaels versus lowly old John Cena. And everybody already knows, if anybody's known me at any point, I know the whole John Cena theme, so I'm going to say that one. I can do the whole thing. So that will be my pick all day. Boards hit, everything spinning. I loved that era. I understand that he does a lot of the era now, and the last little bit was for the kids, and it was PG, whatever. But when he was still like, it was the FU and not the attitude adjustment, he had the spinner title. I loved that brand. You just thought he was like a superhero, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Friendly reminder that John Cena's album did go platinum.
True.
Just saying.
The man is platinum. The man's platinum certified.
So what you go with, Nick?
I'm definitely going with John Cena. I mean, John Cena is like our Michael Jordan. Let's be real. Like he's wrestling Michael Jordan, man. At least for us in this generation, for our generation. So no, I mean, you hear that theme, you know what's going on. You know what's going down.
Yeah. Well, I knew which one this was going because I get to expose my boy Gawgia here for a minute.
Oh no!
When we were in high school, I'm pretty sure his everyday attire was either khaki cargo shorts, and he had a different John Cena wrestling shirt for every day of the week.
Oh, no doubt. So my backpack for junior and senior year in high school was not actually like an over the shoulder. It was an open bag.
Oh, no way.
And it was John Cena's Hustle, Loyalty, Respect with the target on it. Oh, I was I had 32 John Cena shirts. I could go a different day for the whole month.
Awesome.
Do you still have those?
Oh yeah, well actually I've got them cut up to be made into a blanket.
Yeah, I was going to literally say, I'm like, dude, if you're not wearing them, like making that a like folded blanket would be so insane. That would be so sick. And you should do it and tag them.
That is the way to do it is they are cut up because they just got holes in them and stuff like t-shirts do, and we just cut the logos out, and I've got them to be made into a blanket. So looks like Cena's gonna win. I was a huge Cena, still am. If he comes back, I'm gonna root for Cena and trash bag ATL douche canoe beating him in a crap way at Mania was trash.
But that's what makes Cena one of the goats.
He puts everybody over.
He puts everyone over, but it's just so painful to see. Like, I just hate it, man. Like, I don't know.
And I like rooting for people from Georgia or from Atlanta. I love that Cody Rhodes says from Atlanta, but that little joker, if he even turns face, I don't think he can turn face. I dislike him so much.
But that's what makes him so great. To me, he reminds me of a young version of The Miz. He is absolutely fantastic at being a heel.
He is so good at being a heel.
Like, other than Dominic Mysterio, I'm going to say there's not another wrestler in WWE right now with as much heat on him as Austin Theory.
So here's the difference with Theory and Mysterio. Like, Dominic can't talk. Every time he does a promo, and I'm not saying that the crowd overdoes him. No. When they weren't doing that, and he would just screw up a promo. Like, he's not good at his job. At least Austin Theory's good at his job because I dislike him. Because I believe, like, outside of the ring, he would kind of be a douche canoe to you and not sign something. Dominic Mysterio just sucks, and I don't believe anything that they're doing with him. So that's the difference to me. C'est la vie. I digress. Next matchup is Kane and Shinsuke Nakamura. And honestly, I don't think I would listen to either one of these. This is kind of like the crap bowl to me on songs themselves.
How dare you? How dare you?
There's what's gonna pull people in. I'm gonna pull that 30 seconds, and everybody will be like, "Why are you talking?"
I gotta see Nick's thoughts on this before I give my.
Oh yeah, Nick goes first on this one.
How dare you disrespect Shinsuke Nakamura's theme like that?
Yes.
That man's theme. That man is a wrestling international legend. That man, when his theme plays, whether he has the person on the violin or not, everyone in the stands knows what's up. They're literally, oh my gosh, Shinsuke's theme is so over. Shinsuke's theme is so over. And when he comes out and he does that strong style dance and whatnot, especially, oh my God, everyone stands up and salutes him like he's Roman Reigns himself. That man's theme is so over.
And it looks like he's going to break his knee every time he goes down. Like, that makes me hurt.
For an international wrestler, to have a theme that over with our demographic, come on. Yeah. It's Shinsuke Nakamura all day.
I feel like Shinsuke's going to win.
WWE, push this man, give him a belt. Please give this man his flowers. Shinsuke Nakamura all day.
No. I love Slow Chemical by Kane. Like, it's on one of my playlists too. Like, it's Kane's theme song, and it's called Slow Chemical. It's amazing. It's a great song. But there is nothing more iconic in today's WWE than, and God, I missed this. I can't wait for him to come back. Pat McAfee dancing on the freaking commentary.
Yeah, that is so much fun.
Shinsuke Nakamura's theme.
Okay.
It's so awesome.
You talked me into it. I'll go Shinsuke just with the assist from McAfee, because I am one of the people that would solely. I'll tell you, I got back into WWE because Pat McAfee was commentating. It was so much fun. To like Friday night to me was more exciting than Monday, just to hear Pat do crazy weird the whole time. It was so much fun.
I 100% agree.
One last thought, and then we can move on. WWE fumbled the bag so bad at WrestleMania a couple of years ago. Shinsuke, dude, it would have done so much for his career to give them the title. It would have done so much, and they fumbled. They fumbled the bag.
I genuinely believe that Triple H will give him a World Heavyweight Championship run. I think he's going to get it. Will he hold the other belt? I don't know, but I think he'll get a world title match. Shinsuke.
I think they've
deserves
dropped the
flowers.
ball letting somebody hold it for 1,000 days. It's gotten stale.
It's gotten stale. And they gave it a new belt. They fucking care.
That's what I was going to say. Is they felt it getting stale, so they introduced a new belt. And hashtag the brand new Universal Championship they just released is trash. That thing was terrible.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Dude, if they have him, I'm sorry, but if they have him tote that one while Paul Heyman carries the other two, it's going to be...
There's no way. Are they really going to do that? I hope not.
And by the way, I don't know, speaking of title belts, I don't know if anybody watches Up, Up, Down, Down. But Saturday, they did a live, and The Miz had already lost his old school United States Championship and his old school Intercontinental Championship with the scratch WWE logo that you can't get anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He'd already lost those two to Xavier Woods.
Oh, wow.
In a video game. They were playing Street Fighter. So he put his World Championship, he put his WWE title belt up, lost it, and then did a 3-1 and put Maurice's Divas Championship belt up, lost that one. So Xavier has 4 of the Miz's belts that you can't, like, it's his belt, and they filmed him, like, taking it off of his wall. And it was the most amazing thing. And the Miz's face is going to be a GIF soon, because it's just like, it's amazing. It's so good. So if you haven't watched Up, Up, Down, Down, go check that out. They had Bailey was on there. They had the Usos, Liv Morgan, and you saw she wasn't in a sling or anything, but they're talking about surgery on her shoulder. So I don't know what the injury is. I haven't been able to find anything. So that's just a little thing.
One small thought. Xavier Woods is another one that they've dropped the ball with. That dude should have a singles championship by now, for sure. And it's a tragedy that he hasn't.
What I don't understand is I think Big E, they're worried he's not going to be able to wrestle again. Well, and then I don't know where Kofi went.
Kofi's injured.
Where the hell is Kofi?
So he had surgery
too.
So Xavier is just like being the over guy, and he's bouncing around between NXT and Raw, and it's like they're missing some oomph there.
Yeah, it was probably like a month or two before WrestleMania, and it was in a match. It was when New Day was feuding kind of with Imperium. I want to say there was something happened when he fell, and I'm pretty sure Kofi broke his ankle. Is what it was, and he had to have surgery.
Ooh, I think I kind of remember that.
God, I just watched the McGregor documentary, and they slowed it down where he broke his ankle in the middle of that fight. It's disgusting. The x-rays are awful. So last one for the initial round is The Rock versus Ric Flair. And I've seen both of these in person, and I'm going to go with The Rock.
I can't argue with that one. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ric Flair's iconic. And everybody knows. I mean, his entrance music was, so well known that it's now been remixed into Charlotte's,
who has entrance. 15 titles.
Yeah, but dude, come on. Can you smell? Rock is cooking.
So I was at WrestleMania Atlanta, and that hit, and dear God, it was so insane when he ran out there to screw over Cena, because it was Cena and Miz for the championship there, because I've not yet to see John win the fucking title. I went to Atlanta where he got screwed over, and then I went to Mania in Miami where he fought The Rock and lost, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to go to New York. I'll watch it on TV, and that's the one where he did.
That's the one where he won, yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I know, I get it. But yeah, it's more fun, and the crowd responds better to me from what I've experienced to The Rock's thing.
I agree with that. I was going to go 100% The Rock. I mean, Ric Flair's iconic with the woo and everything, but like, I don't know. The Rock, we were talking about our Michael Jordan. I would say The Rock's got to be like freaking, I don't know, like Bill Russell or something?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson? Like,
it'd be like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird would have been The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it's The Rock all day. The
All
great
right,
one.
we've got 10 minutes left, so we have to fly through these. So The Rock wins, and so the next round would have been Stone Cold versus DX. What you think?
I'm sticking with the glass breaks. I mean, come on, it's so iconic. Austin Riley uses it as his walk-up music in Atlanta. I mean, come on. I'm sorry. I'm partial. I'm biased. Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
I gotta agree. Stone Cold too.
Yeah, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
So Stone Cold goes into the final four. Cult of Personality versus Edge. I'm gonna go Edge.
Ooh.
It's too good for me.
Ooh.
I'm
I'm gonna go.
first.
I'm gonna go Cult of Personality.
Oh, why I got a tab? Why
I had to make you do it.
Oh, okay.
Who are you banishing to the Shadow Realm? He's moving on. He's been banished.
I'm going for it's Cult Personality.
Trash.
It's Cult Personality.
Wow.
All right. Not just for me, but for our boy John the Stone, because
He loves CM.
yes,
John
go,
Stone
John.
he was a Triple H fan and he was a CM Punk fan, and he would walk around doing this at pep roll for like hours. He loved it. So, Edge goes down. Spoiler alert, I had Edge winning the whole thing. I had Edge winning.
Oh, wow.
I had that going. So,
Oh, kind of like you in the fantasy football championship.
yeah, true. Brutal. Savagery. So we got Cena versus Kingdom, Cody Rhodes. Nick first.
Oh God, no. Why me? Oh God.
It's the GOAT of yesterday versus the GOAT of today.
The GOAT of now.
It's Brady versus Mahomes.
I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe I just did that.
Who you got?
I lied. It's John Cena. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm lying. I can't do it.
Okay, well, that makes it easy for me. That makes it easy because
All right, Cody.
I am going with Cody. I love John and I love the entrance, and there will forever be a piece in my heart where he came back at Madison Square Garden. Wasn't it Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, it was MSG where
at Royal Rumble where he was like 3 months ahead of where he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's one of the most iconic Royal Rumble returns ever. But I like every time, literally every time, like you were talking about earlier, every time the whoa hits,
Yeah.
I get chills. I'm going with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's Cody. It's so good. It's too good, man.
It's so good. It's so good.
I get so hype, and I love John. But what made John so good wasn't just his music. John was that never give up. It was just you wanted to root for him so bad, and unless you're a dude over 25 and you apparently hated him for whatever reason because he was stronger than you and made you look like a
You
wimp.
can't wrestle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But Kingdom that's just sick. I get hype as hell. So that one will take it, and then we've got Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Rock.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
The Rock.
mad with this one. I'm going with Shinsuke.
It's The Rock.
It's The Rock. I'm sorry.
So Rock moves on. So it'll be
It's The
Kingdom
Rock. It's
versus
The Rock.
Rock. But this one is Stone Cold versus Cult of Personality. Who you got?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. That's easy. And then we've got Kingdom versus The Rock. You go first.
I'm going with Kingdom again.
I'm going Kingdom.
I'm going with Kingdom.
I'm gonna go Kingdom this time
I
too.
love The Rock. Like, I mean, I love it, but all right. So, in all honesty, like, when I started actually getting to watch WWE, it was just a hair past where The Rock had gone to Hollywood. So his theme just doesn't have quite the pop to me that Kingdom does.
So now it's for the championship, for the title. It's Stone Cold and his Shattered Glass versus Kingdom from Cody Rhodes.
This is all y'all. See what happens first.
What you got, Nola Nick?
Oof, this is rough, man. I'm gonna go with Kingdom.
I know what he's going to pick. So I'm going to let him pick.
So definitely, this is definitely being swayed by the fact that I was going to put it in my wedding at one point. It's gonna be Stone Cold. Like, it's literally it's right there. It's right there. Like, this is like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing, and this is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So
I get that. Monday, Sunday, happy days.
Yeah.
So I am I'm the tiebreaker here for the championship. And if it was strong enough to beat Cena, it's strong enough to beat Stone Cold. It's gonna be Kingdom with my homeboy, the old Atlanta boy, Cody Rhodes. So the winner of this one,
the American
is
Nightmare.
the American Nightmare, which I personally think is the best gimmick of anybody in the last 25 years.
Oh yeah,
agreed. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's so good to play off of what he's doing with American Dream and his dad. You know, wrestling has more than one royal family. I love it. I think it's
it's awesome. The American Nightmare, they're just like basically kind of being like the redheaded stepchild family, being the underdog. Like, oh god, like I don't know, his whole gimmick is just amazing. Like this feud that he's going through right now with Brock, it's not stale.
I will say it came out of nowhere for me. It was just like it was like an RKO. It made no sense.
Yeah.
But by this point,
but goddamn it,
I want him to finally get one good win, just beat the hell out of him one time.
I want him to make Brock Lesnar say, "I quit."
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be
an I quit match would be
an
dope.
I quit match, yes.
Or an Iron Man match.
I want him to make Brock Lesnar say, "I quit," or I want him to make Brock Lesnar pass out. Like get him in like a headlock so hard that he just like can't even just move anymore. He passes out. Like that would be legendary.
I think it's got to be an I quit because I really don't think that Brock Lesnar's ever going to have a more iconic Iron Man than that one versus Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that was
way back when SmackDown.
But an I quit would be dope.
An I quit match. We haven't had one in a long time, and for Cody to get Brock Lesnar to quit. Whew.
And a good thing, they could shoot promos with Cena, who's never lost an I quit match.
Dude, that would put Cody over so bad.
Yeah.
Like, so it would shoot his stock to the moon.
It would shoot his
and they cannot let him win the World Heavyweight Championship. They have to put him back on track with Roman and let him
take it away from Roman. Yeah.
Yeah. So
if it's not Cody or Jey Uso, I don't want it.
Alrighty, fam. We got 90 seconds. So thank you to JRitt.
Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
To Nola Nick for jumping on the call.
Thanks for having me as well.
And shout out to Above Down Down. Shout out to all the other podcasts we mentioned on this episode.
Pat McAfee!
And the Pat McAfee Show you can catch every day from 12 to 3 Eastern. Heck yeah. And that'll do it from Gawgia right here. Any closing thoughts?
Anyone listening to this, if you haven't seen the new Fast and Furious yet, please see it. John Cena does the most incredible attitude adjustment you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's so good.
It's phenomenal.
Before this cuts us off, I'm going to sign out of here. It's been great, and let us know in the comments what you think. If we're right, if we're wrong. I know somebody's going to be very quick about telling me we were wrong about Stone Cold losing. Sorry, Kelly. So we will see you guys next time. Fam Jam, we're out.
Bye.
Bye.